Hello and welcome guys. Today we're going to do a tutorial on getting an NPC to follow a player or an agent to follow the player. So I've created two scripts here, a player class and NPC class. So it's quite simple scripts. This is just a first person controller over here, and then we have the NPC class, which is just going to allow us to follow the player. But before we get into the script, before I explain the script, we're going to create, we have to add a few things. We have to add the player, we have to add the player into the group player, and we have to add in this input called escape. So we'll go and add that. So long. Click on project over here, project, and then project settings, input map, and then over here add in escape, push enter, and then click this plus sign over here and press escape button, and then click OK. So now we have the input map added. So click on close, and then over here we're just going to add the left and right input maps as well. So go and name them left, right, up and down, and then for jump we'll add in jump. For this is when this handles the jumping of the player. So we'll add that into the input maps as well. So up, down, left, right. So for up we'll push W, for down we'll push S, for left we'll push A, for right we'll push D. And then we also want to add in jump, and jump will be spacebar. So now we have all of our input maps. Go and save that. You're gonna need to still code all of this, so I'll just let you guys have a look at it real quick. So add all of this code. This is for the player class, and then the NPC class is this. So basically, let me explain the NPC class. The NPC class gets a target from the player, which will be in the group, which we're still going to create, and then it sets the target to the target's position, and then it gets the next position from the navigation mesh, the NavigationAgent3D over here, this NavigationAgent3D, and then it gets the direction, and then sets up velocity, and then calls move and slide, the vaulting function. In the player class, we've already done a first person controller tutorial, so you should know this by now. So I'm not going to go over this class. It's pretty simple as well. And then now we'll go and set up the player and the scene. So let's just create a simple scene here. Click on 3D, and we'll call this main, and then create another scene over here. Click the plus sign, 3D. We'll change this to a static body, 3D, and then we'll add in a collision shape, 3D. Click on the shape, we'll just select box, and then set it to 50 by 50 in the Z, X and Z, and then we'll add in a shape, a mesh instance 3D, mesh instance 3D, make it a box, and set the X and Z to 50 by 50. And call this scene 1. And now we'll go and save the scene 1 over here, and we'll save the main scene over here as main, and we'll close the main scene, and we will close one of the scenes, scene 1, and drag in the scene 1 into the main scene, and then we'll add in a, click on these 3 dots over here, add in a sun and environment, save that. Then we'll go and click on this plus sign over here, create a character, change the type to character body 3D, and we'll call this player. We'll add in a collision shape 3D, make it a capsule shape. Then we'll add in a node 3D, call this pivot, and this has to be spelled correctly, pivot, as in the script. And then we'll add in a camera 3D. So we'll position this pivot, the pivot node, a little up, and then we have the camera inside of the pivot. As in the script, it's gonna be like this: pivot, the pivot node, and pivot camera for the camera node. Then we'll click on this player class, the player node, and go to node groups, add in a group and call it player, make it global, so click global and then click on OK. So now you have the square block over here, which means it's in a inside of a group. So then we go and save this, save it as player, and then we're going to create the NPC. Click on a 3D node, call this one NPC, add in a collision shape 3D. We'll also need to change this node to a character body 3D, and then go over here, select the shape, capsule, and then right click, add in a NavigationAgent3D, and we'll also add in a mesh instance 3D, capsule shape, and then on this NPC class we'll drag in the script, NPC script, place it on the NPC node, and then we'll save this. Then we'll open up the player scene and drag in the player script onto the player node and save that. And I think we can also add in a mesh instance 3D in the player scene and set that to capsule so we can see our player. Save that. And in the main scene we'll drag in NPC, put it somewhere over here, and then we'll drag in the player, put him somewhere over here. So now we save that, and if we run this, well, let's just edit the scene 1. We'll add in a material to make it look better, look a little bit more less generic. Change the albedo to a different color. And make that unique. Now we can't see the player. Oh, there we go. And we'll change the NPC as well. We'll add in the material, surface material override, standard material, change it to red. Save that, go into the main scene, select run, select the current main scene, and now we can move around, and we have our NPC, but it's not following us. So there's something wrong with the script. Oh, there's one thing we forgot to add a navigation region. So let's go into the scene 1, select the scene. Well, actually we'll go into the main scene, add in a navigation region 3D, this one. Click create, and then we'll drag in the scene 1 into the navigation region 3D, and then in the navigation 3D we need to go over here to the navigation mesh property and create a new navigation mesh. Now we can see there's a bunch of settings here. You can change some of the settings if you need to, but the main thing you need to do is click on bake navigation mesh. This is required, otherwise it won't work. So now we've baked our navigation mesh. You can see there's a blue box, or there's a blue mesh above our mesh. So now it's baked. You can clear it and you can bake it again if you need to. So now we can save this and run the scene, and it should work now. Yep, NPC is following us now. So you can add in more NPCs if you need to. You can duplicate this NPC, move it around. Save that, run this. And there you go. We got a bunch of NPCs following the player. So that's the end of this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, and I will see you in future videos. Cheers.